To me, self-love means just being in my corner. I might not always like my decisions or their outcomes, but at least I can be kind to myself about them. That's self-love for me.
For me, self-love is about prioritizing myself without feeling guilty.
I believe self-love is like an in-flight announcement. Assist yourself before you assist others. So it's the same principle. Love yourself first before you love or start spreading love towards others.
Pretty hard. It's easy for us to fall in love and care for others. But when it comes to self-love, I think we look at ourselves with a critical magnifying glass. Things that are small appear huge and we judge ourselves for it.
It hasn't been linear for me. There's a lot of things I had to learn, unlearn, and just I don't think I'm 100% in acceptance of who I am as of yet, but it is a journey after all. So every day is a step closer.
For me, it's been a long journey from being a fat kid and being called upon names to thinking that I am just not enough and I don't, labeling myself and going through all that trauma to now where I'm not saying that I'm particularly too confident or I am loving myself completely every day, but I think I've grown a lot. What I've realized is that I should be my own priority.
It is absolutely okay to be not okay. On those days, I take a deep breath. No, not being dramatic. I think I grab my phone and do some online window shopping and of course a hot cup of masala chai.
I don't really cope well on days when it's hard to love myself. I usually wallow or cry. Then I watch an episode of Gilmore Girls. And then I call my friends. That always seems to work.
What I do is I give myself time. And my time is not self-care or beauty regimes. It is either, watching a very good movie. It can be a psychological thriller or a horror movie. And be just into the story. And that escapism that it gives you. Or there's another way. I do a very loud makeup. It can be a very neon liner or a very dark shade and go for dinner. Where you give yourself that importance. You're faking it till you actually feel ki aare ho gaya. Now I'm happy. Now I've spent money, time on my own self. Now I'm happy.
I think the one misconception about self-love that I had to unlearn would have to be that retail therapy can fix it. Or that's what reflects self-love. It might work for some, but it didn't for me. As I said, the only thing that works for me is just being in my own space. But yeah, I've had hours of shopping that didn't result into anything.
I used to correlate loving myself with the acceptance of others. So I would only appreciate myself when someone I respected acknowledged me. It's only after a number of experiences that I realized that I needed to choose myself.
My love for myself is conditional or dependent on something like my job or my career or my weight or my looks. But it's been hard to learn, but also gratifying at the same time, that I am enough, or that at least I should be.
So post-pandemic, I've been working from home with my 5-year-old, literally with no help. I would definitely give a pat on my back for being an efficient multitasker.
What I've realized is that whatever be the situation, I will always find a way out or way forward. And if there isn't one, I'll make one. I'm pretty awesome at that.
I'd say my best compliment to myself is my core remains safe. No matter how I evolve, but my core remains safe.
I think right now I can just say that I'm proud of myself for moving ahead in this phase of self-acceptance. from not letting how others perceive me being my idea of who I am. I think I'm proud of myself for sort of letting go of that in the last couple of years.
I think I would say that I'm proud of you for living the way you want and sticking by your decisions, even if they come after intense panic and Rona Dhuna. But you're living the life that you want to some degree at least. And 16-year-old Kashika would be really proud of you.